contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the World Heavyweight
Podcast.
Nerd! Nerd!
Entering the ring at this time, your tag team champions of the podcast world, Howard Farewell.
But we're just waiting for the wheels to fall off.
Yes, 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 yes.
Get rid of your six-sided ring array!
Josh Rivera.
God does not want this podcast to happen.
You happy I brought my shovel to bury this segment?
What station is it again? Who gives a fuck?
Yabba dabba, shut the fuck up.
The World Heavyweight Podcast.
Right now with good mics and stuff that
You done yet?
actually works.
Can't keep calling it a home edition.
Well,
if
now
this
it's the
is
home,
where we're
yeah,
going
this
to
is
keep doing it.
The home studio now is apparently a real thing, which is kind of great. We got this nice new little board here. Welcome to the World Heavyweight Podcast. Let me get the...
I just need headphones.
Yeah. I
some
mean,
point.
we'll work that out at some point. Welcome. I think it sounds pretty good. At least what's in my headphones. Hopefully this translates.
I'm going to go by what you're saying.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Man.
We're drinking because now we can because this is America, and I still don't have that soundbite.
I thought this was America.
I thought this was America. But I have all the other classics. Like that one. Some new ones.
Well, the only hiccup is that we left the studio and we forgot those files that we need at the studio. Most of the production is at the studio. Whoops.
There's a few things that we may not have, but being the professional that I am, we've got it all. But welcome to the World Heavyweight Podcast. At the WHPC on Twitter, Facebook.com/World Heavyweight Podcast. However you're listening to us, iTunes, SoundCloud, not SoundCloud. Why do I keep saying SoundCloud? Because everybody else uses SoundCloud for some reason, but we don't.
Nope.
Because it's going to go out of business in the next years, and I don't want to spend more money on hosting.
Exactly.
Facebook.com/World Heavyweight Podcast. But if you want to get everything directly from the source, worldheavyweight.podcast.podbean.com. Leave a 5-star review on any shape, way, type or form. Review. Tell your friends. That's the biggest part. Tell your friends. Let everybody know that you like the
Nerds! Nerd!
just like that. See, that's great. It works.
You just got to go over the fact that because you're bringing it up and sharing it, you yourself are a nerd.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We even got the classic.
Because it's mind-boggling.
We got them all. Most of them.
I don't think we're going to be using that very much.
Yeah, well.
Because you've been watching Raw live lately, which is weird.
Because it's mind-boggling.
Yeah, that one's crazy. I don't know how that happened. I guess I'm just home now and I got nothing to do.
Well, I
got stuff to do.
Well, it's not that weird. It's just been a better show lately. Where it's been watchable. Right. It's been watchable. By the time you get to that second hour, you get that main event that you've been waiting for. And then that third hour has been magical a little bit here and there.
Yeah. I mean,
especially with the cruiserweights.
We got to 10 o'clock, and we're getting like an intercontinental title match here.
Yeah.
Like, all right, this is great. But yeah, let's. Well, I mean, we had a bunch of things happened. Sadness in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Petty is gone.
Yeah, really early too.
Yeah,
he's 66 years old.
I thought he was 70 something.
66.
Are you sure?
My dad is outliving Tom Petty. Yeah. I didn't see that coming.
But we're not here for that. We're here for wrestling. I mean, we'll talk about other goofy stuff like. Oh, right, football. I should probably pull that up.
You didn't bring any of that stuff up,
I didn't bring any of this stuff to the table.
You know why you forgot? Because hockey starts today.
Yeah, hockey is tonight, but I'll pull it up.
You know, the most American sport. It's funny enough.
Yeah, well, not really. How is that American?
I know. Well, I sent you that video. It was The national anthem, where they had
that happens.
Where they had where the entire audience sang the whole thing.
There's a really cool one of that was done impromptu without anybody being told. After the Boston Marathon thing.
Yeah,
that in Boston. They do that in Canada all the time though. They don't have to be prompted.
Oh no. Well, that's the thing. As much as we rip on each other, tragedies do bring at least parts of the country together, where they're like, all right, no bullshit. Let's just make things right.
Well, speaking of tragedies, you should see some of the scores from this week.
Oh, I think you sent me one. I was just
oh boy, oh yeah, I had the largest beating this week. It was pretty bad.
You annihilated somebody else too, or was that a different league?
Oh, the second score I told you, which was pretty close.
Yeah.
In my other league, I lost by 10 points. But I put up 148.
Was that the one? Is that the one you had Brady on?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just didn't do it. He just couldn't pull it out.
Just didn't work out. But yeah, the largest beating this week was 158.32 to 76.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a thorough thrashing.
It's double. It's double plus some.
Yeah, you basically had a jobber and you stomped him, or whoever. Sorry, had those points.
Remember who we were talking about Aurora last week?
Yes.
Well, yeah. but this is a tight league because there's 3 teams at 2-2, 2 teams at 1-3. There's only one 0-win team so far.
The jobber, yeah.
Ask about me. Apparently everyone's ready for Asuka. Not nobody, because we're all ready and they're just getting trounced every single
that team.
Yeah, it's no good. It's not working out for Ask About Me. So you at least have that going for you. As long as you're not that person, you're better than most others. But I mean, one win from either of the one win teams, and they're in the playoffs. Like the only thing with this league is, as long as you're not in the bottom 2, as long as you're not position 7 or 8, you're in. You're in. So even for garbage teams like the Glorious 11, yes, I'm still going to trash you the entire time because you can't put up more than 100 points. It seems in the last
that is the proper time to talk trash.
Yeah,
that is the appropriate moment. Not everybody can sense that.
Yeah, and it's I just everybody on my team showed up this weekend, so I couldn't be more happy. Alex Smith, my quarterback, put up 30. My running back put up 32.
Ooh, boy.
My wide receiver, my flex put up 21. My kicker put up 15.
He was extra busy this week.
It's been fantastic. Why is it there sounds like there's something like banging into something? Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, you're shaking your shit around.
When you shake and move around. Right, we need mic stands, I think.
Is that making noise?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's the wooka 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 wooka.
Hey! These mics are free.
Yeah, and you know what? It could be worse. We
could be way
have
worse.
That buzzing that's always in the background all the time.
Yeah.
Which, guess what? Not here today.
Or hard out.
Not today.
And we don't even have a hard out anymore.
No
That's
hard
the best
out.
part.
None whatsoever. Yeah, it was not another good week for Aurora, for Team Aurora, whatever we're calling it. It's just not good. Just not good. So she falls to 1-3. Of course, now I'm running out of all of my internet. Just go back the page, damn it. The Captain Fat Belly is the only team out of the Nerds division that came away unscathed when fighting the Marks division, which still has everybody in that division is outscoring the Nerds division except for the Glorious 11, who's on a 3-game losing streak. Everybody else in the other nobody in our look at all the W's there. Look at that. Look at that.
I can't see it.
W4,
Turn the
W2,
screen.
W1.
You can't turn the screen.
I can. Just take my word for it right there.
Sure.
The only one with the L in that spot, Glorious 11.
Oh boy.
That's not good.
Yeah, there's got to be a bottom, and it's
But that division all in the playoffs. That's
Really?
how good we are. We're all in.
yeah.
The only people that aren't in are in the other division. Because Captain Fat Belly is 4-0 and just stomping
Wait,
on everybody.
you're playing in a division where everybody made the playoffs.
Yeah. Because
How does that work?
Because I've had this go a couple of times before where there would be teams that don't make it in. Yeah, when you shake like that, because you.
Oh well, yeah, I'm leaning. Whoops. Mic stands. You're saying
I've been in leagues where the division winners get in at like the top 3 seeds, and I've been better than most of the teams in the league except for like my division winner who almost went undefeated that year, but then I barely squeak into the playoffs or something like that, or teams don't make it in when you have a team that's barely 500 gets in. So what I do is you get in, but standings are by what your records are. So if you can win your division, but so you're going to be in, but
so as you get enough W's.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah. You're not. Look, if there's 6 teams get in, there's still going to be 2 spots left no matter what if you go with 8.
Yeah.
So if one full division gets in, that's fine. But I don't want to eliminate people that have good records and give them a shit spot.
So in other words, if you had more people in this division, then you would have guys who aren't going to make it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's but normally there's a couple options. You can have division winners make it in and get a higher seed, or you just sort everything by how many wins and losses they have. So that's what I did because that's way more fair.
You know what's probably going to happen, right? Because there's only so many spots and everyone's in. Aurora is totally going to cost you a very important W.
No, I think I only play her once during the season. We only play one out of division game per opponent. So I'll play the other division 4 times, 1 each.
Oh, okay.
Everybody else I play in division 3 times. So if you have a really good division, like we do, we're going to be kicking the shit out of each other all year long because Braun keeps Browning. And yeah, that was actually a come from behind W on Monday night. There was a lot of that. 2 of them went all the way to Monday night. Nerds for Braun beat the house 138.68 to 133.12.
Wow. Close one.
Yeah, seriously. The new face of America, same thing. Got to Monday night. Looked like Ask About Me was going to finally get a W. Not today.
Nope. Oh, so
Not
sorry.
Today.
She's so sorry.
116.8 to 110.82, and then Captain Fat Belly just keeps on fat bellying, and because other Josh is terrible. I'm just smashing him this week because he's gonna pop back like, oh, well, I beat you once too. Yeah, we play each other twice. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. You keep thinking that you're going to stand a chance unless I have bye week troubles. Like, it's not going to work out.
But the spread is just not going to be good in his favor.
I hope so. I hope so. I'm looking to here comes the comeback. It's 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone can win this still. We're only in week 5. The playoffs start in like week 15. So there's 10 games still to go. It is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Aurora said she was going to make a trade. I don't know who she has to trade. I've looked at the team.
Good luck with that.
I've looked at the team. There's not really a whole lot to trade.
Nope.
It's getting thin now. This is right around like if we were in a 12-person league, there's nobody out there.
Yeah.
Like don't just forget it. Yeah. Don't even look because there's nobody there. They're all gone. They're either hurt or nobody's. Like, oh, do you need 5 points this week? Because that's what you're getting. Or you're hoping for a guy to get like 30-something points or something like that. And it's never going to happen. Nope. Lose. No, I didn't mean to trade. That's just still, never mind. Whatever.
That's exactly how it came off. Yep.
So, the standings are as follows. First place, still 4-0 with 575 points in 4 weeks. That's a lot of points. In 4 games, 575. That's a lot. Nerds
Running
for Braun,
the tables on
numbered 1. Captain Fatbelly in the 2 slot in the other division, 4-0 with only 488 for. See, that's what I mean. Like, he's only got 488 for him. 3 teams in our division have over 500 already. We know who the teams are to beat, and they're not in your division, sir. Because 3 and 4 is New Face of America, Pickle Rick, Aurora, Glorious 11 at 1 and 3, Aurora at 7, and Ask About Me at 8. And there is your World Heavyweight Podcast Fantasy Football Roundup. That's it. We got to it. We did it.
We should get music for this.
We should, but I don't have it because we're at home.
Oh,
and I
okay,
don't
that's
have
why.
stuff.
I'm saying like, wait,
Like,
something's missing.
Yeah, we're missing. Mister yelling at me when I'm in the studio trying to put all that together, and now you're telling me it needs music. No shit, it needs music.
Yeah. Well, the only thing is you've had this equipment since Friday, and you haven't visited the studio to get the files you
Well,
need.
because I'm not driving 40 minutes away to get the stuff.
Well, definitely not today, no, because we're recording.
Yes. So, moving on. What news things did you have non-WWE stuff? I know we had a few of those things.
WWE
the Bucks
news.
have been issued a cease and desist.
Yes, they have.
Another one.
Now, this is on the Too Sweet gesture, or is this for a different one?
For all of them.
For all of them, huh?
I'm pretty sure that there was a couple of them in there that were just like...
Boys, all the money you're making, not yours. What?
No, there was a couple of things like the Marty Skrull not being able to use his umbrella is not true. Like, that's just something that...
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, no, it's that's just,
booty. Sure.
Yeah, because of the Jack Geller. That one's made up.
Oh no, yeah, it's completely made up. Get the fuck out of here. Wait a minute. Only one British guy with an umbrella is allowed on any TV screen at any given moment. Says who? Get out of here. Obviously, fake Rooney.
But the Too Sweet and the Gesture and the Suck It are no longer able to be used by the Bucks of you
for merchandise. There goes your beer.
There goes everything. This is why we don't do this in the studio. Of all the times that I don't drop things,
this is why you don't drink in the studio. So this doesn't happen.
Quickly fixed though. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Now I need other stuff.
Anyway, sit down. Finish.
Well, now it's all over me. So whatever.
Well, deal with it.
Yeah, they can't do the Too Sweet and stuff anymore.
Oh, okay. For merchandise for television, what do you mean? Like, I
think in general.
Just in general?
They're not allowed
not supposed to do it on any TV screen or anything like that?
Well, yeah, because it's technically the property rights of the WWE Corporation.
Well, the first thing you want to this means that the first thing you want to do is you want to check out, if you're not familiar, Global Wars is going on this month, and they're going to be in Chicago coming up, and that's going to be on iPay-per-view. It's like $20 or something like that. I'm going to be checking out that show definitely to see if they do the Too Sweet, if they do a different gesture, because at that point, that's the beauty thing about wrestling. Sometimes you have to change, and there is a cease and desist shirt, which is even better.
It's great because that's exactly what you do.
You're trying to take our money. Guess what? We're coming out with a new idea.
It just looks like they're being petty because what we didn't get to last week was they did the invasion of Raw.
Mm-hmm.
And
the little invasion angle, which some people shat on for some dumb reason.
It's exactly what they did in WCW.
Exactly, to the T.
To the W. Like it's exactly, which is why I don't understand. Like it's like almost like somebody doesn't understand irony,
right?
I think they look. What happened here is that if you poke the bear enough times, they have to react.
Yeah,
and I think the only time they really got into any trouble with anybody was when they talked to the one person that said, I guess they didn't pay for their tickets, so it made it like they were papering or something like that. I don't know. People are, do you know what that means? Where they were just giving out free tickets because they couldn't sell out enough?
No, I didn't hear that story.
Yeah, because they on the being the elite video.
Plus, I've never heard the term papering.
You've never? Yeah, that's what they call when they just give out free tickets and stuff like that. A bunch of comp tickets to make the arena
to fill the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, if it's for TV, that's totally understandable.
Yeah, but it's WWE, so they were saying was it's like, oh, you need to give away tickets to have people to come to your show.
WWE for their shows that are kind of empty. Yeah, they do. You got to understand that a lot of the locations that those shows are empty are because it's in the middle of fuck nowhere.
Sometimes
I recently saw on Twitter Titus upload a video, him worldwide or traveling to what the fuck, Wyoming. I was like, literally, where is that?
Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, in Denver, Colorado. Denver isn't exactly a giant wrestling city. It's growing to be a big wrestling city. It's going to take time.
Well, this was last week.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. SmackDown Live was in Denver this week. Raw was in Denver last week. Same building. Trying to drink more or less the same crowd. But yeah, the entire top row. This is what happens when you put too many things to your face. The entire top row was curtained off because it's television. It's not a giant it's not a giant wrestling town. It's not like it was L.A. It's not like it was Chicago, so that's kind of expected.
They were hot the other night, though. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, you want to? I'll even go a step further. I kind of like the smaller TV crowds because whenever you do get something going, it like for example a chant, they tend to go a little further or catch a little quicker than a full building that's not really paying attention to what's going on.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Because we've been in enough wrestling shows where we realize if we get the cheap seats. In a big building, especially a big building, there's a chance we're going to be sitting we're going to be sitting in a section that's kind of quiet. Like, come on, guys, do something. Whereas those smaller buildings, even the cheap seats in the smaller buildings, it's way more fun.
Yeah. I like smaller shows in general, but I mean, it's just a bunch of people were all but it.
Nah, they don't make money. Well, we hear their media calls every quarter.
It's one of those things where you just get a bunch of fucking nerds and marks on the internet.
Negative Nancy.
Starting to, like, the amount of nonsense I see on some Facebook pages, though. Like, there's some fucking dummies out there.
Yes,
like, holy shit, dude, really?
Mm-hmm.
So I got, there was one person who had probably the best response to a person asking about a thing on one of the Facebook pages, and it was a link, and I clicked the link, and it was the instructions on type google.com. and they've got a thing to where you can enter in what you should be telling that person to enter. So it's like, where is blah blah blah, and it's like, where is in the thing, and then click find.
Look it up yourself.
Step
stupid.
4. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And then after that, it takes you to the Google search results of that question.
Good.
I want to use that forever.
I don't know if
because the dumb questions that you hear sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
Send
a small
find
Google
that
search.
and send it to me. I gotta find and send to you. I think it was one of those clickbait articles you see on Facebook, and literally in the title, this was the title. It was, this is what the Cruiserweight title could have looked like. This is what Enzo Amore's Cruiserweight title could have like. I literally went in the comment section and goes, "Great, thanks. I don't have to click on it because I know he's not changing the belt."
Right.
So thanks for letting me know ahead of time not to waste my time or a click. You right over there?
Yeah.
Oh boy! All right.
Maybe it'll swig of water to clear that.
First, if I can get you to stop spilling Oktoberfest, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. That was
I think that's going to cost you on locks this week.
Yeah, it might. We do have to do that. Outside, there's New Japan this weekend as well. In addition to Hell in a Cell this weekend,
there is. How great timing is this again?
I'm hopefully going to be away this weekend, so I won't be able to see either of them, unfortunately. But
VOD is strong.
It certainly
with these companies. That's probably the best way to enjoy a pay-per-view that's on at 5 a.m. on the East Coast.
Oh yeah. I mean, we've been those guys that have stayed up until
a few times,
and watched, but it's got to be a special show like a G1 or Wrestle Kingdom. Like Wrestle Kingdom,
or like the first one we saw.
You passed out during the greatest match of the century.
Wrestle Kingdom? Oh yeah. I couldn't get to the final.
I was losing my mind.
I was out. I think the only one we saw in its entirety had to have been the. We saw one Wrestle Kingdom a couple of years ago in its entirety.
I've watched the last 3 Wrestle Kingdoms live from start to finish.
Wow. You have no life.
I was with you for 2 of them.
Okay. Yeah, that's the ones we were mostly up for. And the first one we saw, which was that Power Struggle.
Yeah,
a couple of years ago.
Dance,
that was awesome.
And we're like, what are we
It's like
doing?
7:30 in the morning. Tanahashi's doing a presser, and I'm looking outside. I'm like, there's sunlight, birds chirping. What the fuck?
Nerds!
So there is a show coming up
right.
this weekend.
Kings of
it's
Pro
called
Wrestling,
Kings
correct?
of Pro Wrestling. I have the card. This is a light card of only 9 matches. So you're probably looking at a good 3-hour show. Matches to look forward to. Let's see here.
There's a few of them.
Funky Future.
Right. The Funky Future.
The Funky Future, Ricochet and Taguchi are defending their junior tags against.
I love their entrance because it's. Have I said this before on the show?
Yes, you have.
That it's just like
it's like the perfect.
It's the slice of life sports anime.
Yeah.
Team thing. I love it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it's like it sounds like an original like soccer club music too.
There's a bunch of anime that are exactly like what they're doing.
Oh, okay.
Where they because baseball is huge there.
Yes.
So that's what it's like. It's like the slice of life baseball animes that are out there.
That explains their uniforms too.
Oh, yeah. No, it's perfect.
Very much like baseball uniforms.
Right. Like if you watched one of those animes, that's like their entrance is an anime intro. Cool. For it's exactly because it's got like the whole side, the profile view of all of them, with like their hands over their hearts, saluting. Yeah, it's perfect. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Oh, it's good. Well, their opponents are the still mysterious Roppongi 3K.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Still a mystery, but all we know is they are 3,000% better than Roppongi Vice.
I think we talked about this on that wrestling podcast.
Yeah, that it was
some appearances.
Oh, yeah.
At TWM.UK.
Cool.
TWM UK. I forget their thing. Fuck. Don't.
We'll fix that in post.
No, we won't.
You're getting another three-way heavy tag championship match. Except
Are
this
you
one's
sure
elimination.
this is happening? Didn't just happen already?
Shh. Those were three-way matches first fall. This one is an elimination.
Oh.
Yes.
Are you sure this didn't happen this last weekend?
I'm positive.
You're positive?
I'm positive.
Didn't happen this weekend?
I told you, dude. We had a month of the same match booked 3 times.
Well, because that's why I'm thinking. Because we talked about this. On
that was legit.
Show.
That was legit. That was the whole point. They literally defended the tags in three-way matches the entire month.
No. I mean,
September.
like, are you sure that this event didn't happen already?
It did not happen yet.
I mean.
It's dated October 9th. Guess what? It's the 4th.
Okay. Because we talked about it on that podcast, so
Yes.
I wasn't sure.
Yes.
If that, because I thought
who won?
All right, I don't
Killer
know.
Elite.
That's what I'm saying.
Killer
I don't
Elite.
know.
I'm telling you, Killer Elite Squad won. War Machine defended twice successfully, but on the third one, they lost to Killer Elite Squad. So this is another match. Killer Elite Squad are defending their titles against.
It is set for October 9th.
Gorillas.
That is a neat thing that with New Japan, they pretty much run everything at the exact same time. No, I mean like of the same year, like because all the dates are October 8, October 14,
Yeah,
October
they're
13, October
they're very
12,
good
October
at it.
10, October
Yeah.
9. So
They're very consistent. I like
very consistent.
Yeah, because we could go, hey,
they're super. Well,
like Destruction's
very
over. Is there
Japanese.
another one coming? Yeah, it's very
it's
very
a very
Japanese.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
it's like that's a trait that like I would like. Oh yeah, it totally makes sense.
Yeah. WrestleMania is about the same week every year, where Wrestle Kingdom is the exact same day every year.
It's the exact same.
Sometimes it falls on a Saturday. Sometimes it falls on a fucking Tuesday.
Yeah,
it is what it is. So yeah, that there's gonna be another 3-way elimination match for that.
I like
title.
the elimination aspect of it because now you who did they each win individual or was just like one team winning the entire time?
No, the War Machine, like I said, defended successfully twice last month.
Okay.
But in their last defense on the Destruction Tour, they lost to Killer Elite Squad.
Right.
We got Kushida's defending the junior heavy title.
Oh
against
right, Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay.
Yeah. I
looking forward to that.
I definitely talked about this last week on that podcast.
Yeah, this is definitely in the works. And
at twm.news. twm.news is their website, so you can at least do that.
Yeah, that's right. It's one of those .news. .news domains.
They do not do clickbait in any. They're the ones that started the clickbait finder.
The
They were clickbait Twitter, and then because somebody that was manning it got a little overzealous once or twice. Were kind of forced to take it down because I saw it a couple of times. I'm like, you probably didn't need to say that.
Yeah,
sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's like,
it's.
All right.
Twitter caused some shit? No way.
Twitter got me in trouble.
What?
That's never happened.
Yeah. Sometimes it's the best when people open their mouths and they're like, oh, boy, that's what you really felt?
What else we got on there so we can start moving along to Monday Night
Speed it up. Naito is defending his briefcase against Ishii, and
that should be good.
The main event is going to be Okada versus Evil for the heavyweight
Evil is not
championship.
Winning that match at all.
I'd like to see the odds on that match.
He's just not winning.
Yeah, because you know why, right? It means
because no
big
one's
news.
ready.
No, it's big news if Okada
okay.
wins. If Okada wins, he's going to be the longest reigning IWGP champion
That's what I was thinking.
ever in a single run.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what the number was on that because I think I mentioned that on that other podcast as well. Is that if he wins, he's the longest reigning ever? Or
if he wins at Kings of Pro, he's going to be the longest reigning heavyweight champion in a single run. If he keeps it up until Wrestle Kingdom, he might be the longest reigning ever in combined reigns too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wrestle Kingdom looks really good again this year.
He's less than 100 days from Tanahashi's combined reigns. He's less than 100.
What's the combined reign? Well, what's his current run?
He's over 4. I don't have that in front of me.
He's over 9,000.
He's over 480 days. I think it was. So
over,
that's the record.
He's easily over a year. I know that for sure. Because he's held it from Wrestle Kingdom to Wrestle Kingdom already, right?
Well, I'm already done with that, so I can go right to and tell you exactly what's going on. Right now, the longest reign record is 489 days, and he is currently at. Almost there. I gotta go through title history now.
That might be tough.
This will just take a moment of time.
Because I know
we're there.
Well, I know he had it at this Wrestle Kingdom.
468 is where he's at right now. So yeah, it probably won't be defended at Power Struggle because Power Struggle historically is the lower titles.
Right. I'm trying to remember when he got it.
He got it last. I'll tell you the last time he got it. Last time he got it was Dominion this year.
Well, he earned it to start this run when?
Sorry.
Dominion last year.
Dominion last year, he beat Naito for it.
And that was after Wrestle Kingdom, right?
Yes.
So Dominion is when? I always forget
June 2016.
So he's had it since June last year.
Yeah.
So a full calendar year plus a couple.
Yeah.
Shit.
Plus 2 months.
A lot.
Yeah.
That's a long time, man.
Fucking time.
That's a real long time.
Yup.
In especially modern wrestling.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
In 2017, that is a long ass time.
That's
not a long time back in the 70s.
The last time somebody had something that long was Jay Lethal, I think.
Yeah.
And
well, Jay
CM
Lethal
Punk
went, I think,
that.
about 2 years undefeated. And then
at that time, Jay Briscoe hadn't been pinned in 2 years.
Yeah.
And then Jay Lethal had the TV title run.
Yeah. At one point, he hadn't been beaten in 2 years once he had both titles.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They went on like monster runs, and that was to me that was the last time that Ring of Honor was super hot. Like that.
For you, really?
No, I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Like when I'm talking about like on fire, you need to watch this all the time. Was leading into Jay Lethal, Jay Briscoe, the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Was on fire. You couldn't not watch that because we were even in Toronto when they started announcing that.
Yeah, I'll agree with you because WWE at the time was not fuego.
No, not at all.
It was not on fire. It was kind of bag. Was that loose?
Yeah, the power cable went.
Whoops.
I'm like, did we just lose everything?
That's what happens. Sometimes when you grab the snacks, fatty. Record first, eat later.
Yeah. I hope that didn't change it. No, we're
so good.
And we're back.
And we're back.
I just feel like that story and the matches that they had, like
they were great.
We haven't said really since then that one of the Ring of Honor matches are absolutely no question as good as at least most of anything on the WWE roster. You know what I mean? There's never been one because that year the only reason they didn't win Match of the Year was because we had like 7 matches from another company that were just like
New Japan probably.
No, that was the year that Bayley and Sasha won.
Oh, it was 2015. Yeah. 2015 was nuts
because Bayley and Sasha were so special that we're like we can't.
2015 was probably one of the best years of pro wrestling we've seen.
Lethal
so far.
Briscoe 1 was my number 2 that year because it was that good, and I didn't think that, but that was it. And after that, I can't remember. Maybe Ladder War from last year, or was that this year? Was really really good.
That was last year, I believe.
Yeah,
no. Yeah, earlier this year they
Bucks,
had Ladder War 6.
Yeah. Bucks,
that was bananas.
Addiction. Yeah, it was crazy. Outside of that, I really don't like. there's been a couple of really good ones, but
Yeah.
Briscoe Lethal is one of their like feuds of the century. It was just so good. And that was at Best in the World where it finished in New York. It was insane. The promos for that, the hype package. You want to talk about hype package, get you hype? That was awesome.
But it's not 2015 anymore, man.
It's not. It's not. It's true. It's not. It's 2017.
It's 2017. 2017, I don't remember if we mentioned it last time. Cody Rhodes is signed to a multi-year Ring of Honor deal. The exact specifics of it obviously are confidential, but it's multi-year, so it's at least 2. And ROH said himself they kind of broke the bank for it. It was, quote, the most generous offer they've ever done.
Because you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. He's Cody
Yeah.
Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes, who a year before said, I'm not tying myself down to anybody, but
Right.
but that was when the list was hot. The list is no more. Because
The other list.
yeah, that was when the other list that was the other list outside WWE that was hot. And I mean, that list is over. He wrestled everybody on that list. And, you know, with Starrcade coming back in November, I'm sure a lot of people were.
Well, that's probably why, because now he's like, oh, well, look, they're offering me to try and come back.
Yeah, they're trying
to do
yeah.
some stuff. So you obviously use that for leverage.
Yeah.
Like, why would
I'm sure that's part of it. I'm sure that's not all of it, but that's definitely part of it. You know,
good for him, because they need a guy to build around.
Absolutely.
And Cody Rhodes is the perfect guy. He's got the when he pulled out the Ring of Honor,
the official Ring of Honor.
He's a new bad guy that they've needed, because even you and I have said it's like, well, you had Adam Cole, he's gone. You had Kyle O'Reilly, he's gone. You got Bobby
Cole's
Fish,
a heat magnet.
There's
he's
a
gone.
lot of guys, big guys,
stars gone.
Yeah. So the only guys you really had left that were in that big name guy area that you had previously kind of built your company around. The Briscoes, Jay Lethal, and that's kind of it.
Mm-hmm.
So you need another guy
to
come in that's new, that's completely different from everything else, that kind of has a name.
Yeah, you need a single star that's going to give you the drawing power that you once had with Adam Cole, baby.
Exactly. And then you can slowly but surely, hopefully, start to pull some other guys up in this. Start making Dalton Castle a real contender for things now.
Absolutely.
Start pulling up other guys for the TV title. Work that little New
I
Japan
hear,
angle.
I hear Bully's free. I think we mentioned it briefly last time. He was unceremoniously kicked out of the Briscoe brothers.
Because you don't need me.
Yeah.
We don't need nobody but each other.
We don't need nobody else. It's just us.
Exactly. I love it. I'm totally down for a Bully Ray versus Jay Briscoe feud.
That's going to be brutal.
That's going to be awesome. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be great. You've got the consummate professional that is Bully Ray, or Bubba Ray, or whatever he's going by.
Yeah.
And then you've got the other just bananas-ass amazing wrestler that has done pretty much everything but get into the WWE and win stuff there. And I almost hope he's a guy that never does.
Oh, the Briscoe brothers?
Just for selfish
the Briscoes?
reasons. Yeah, because they're not going to be the same. It'll be one of those things where we nerd out and we're always well, this is what happens in WWE fandom too. Instead of because you always got the WWE fans that hear stuff from the internet fans who are like, oh, he was better in wherever, and the WWE has that too. Where it's, oh, they were better in NXT. It's the same thing.
Sometimes. I'll disagree in some scenarios. Like, for example, one of the biggest stars on Raw right now is the Drifter.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Did you see his shirt?
His book. Yeah, it's a great shirt. His tour shirt rules. I kind of want it.
It's like a Boston tour shirt.
I kind of want it. It's so awesome.
It looks like a Boston album cover from the 70s, or a Zeppelin thing.
Yeah, it looks like a Led Zeppelin tour shirt from the 70s. Definitely. It looks like the tour shirt from the 4th album. But now, yeah, that is true. That is true with a lot of guys who will be booked one way, but not so much in WWE. And that's the whole reason they would get picked up by WWE is because of who and what they are. They're the Briscoe brothers. They're literally rednecks.
Yeah, man.
They're real.
I just feel like because they have to go G.
No, they do a good job of it. They do a good job of doing. They do PG and ROH. It is a PG friendly show, more or less.
But it's one of those things though where I don't think they don't do anything with tags. Is so anyway. We're moving.
I
That's
disagree.
a personal thing. I'd like to see them succeed at that level, but I have serious reservations. We'll leave it.
Fair enough.
Let's
move along now.
Let's get into the WW
There's a few other
WW stuff.
There's
right?
a few
No?
there's a few couple things I could just skim through
Real quick.
So WCPW had those big departures
All right. Yeah,
last month.
They rebranded this week.
Yeah, so the promotion WCPW is rebranding as Defiant Wrestling, with our old friend Bad News. Stu Bennett is going to be the GM. I'm excited.
Yeah, I kind of.
I'm still excited.
They needed to make a splash with the new people that they've got running things. So
Mm-hmm.
what better way to do it? You have a reputation of putting on successful shows in the UK now. Now you have to capitalize on that. Even though you have these people that left, you have to still have people.
Well, I think
that are willing
the
to-
people the big departure who left were the faces of the wrestling promotion.
and they were kind of the guys that were the brains behind everything
Yeah.
and brains behind their YouTube thing. They're the ones that got it all started.
Well,
and from everything that I've heard, I mean, I don't pay attention to too much of WCPW or What Culture, but those guys were the creative quote unquote geniuses of everything, and they all left.
Well, the promotion started because of how successful the YouTube channel was. I think the promotion side hasn't changed really.
They were the guys doing
the
everything.
promotion side hasn't changed anything, and they're just rebranding because obviously the What Culture guys are going to continue doing other projects and probably using that
Those
name.
original What Culture guys,
Yeah.
they're not with What Culture at all. What Culture is still whatever they're doing. They're not a part of them anymore.
Oh, okay. So you're
They
saying
left.
that's a third of it. Okay.
4 of those guys left. They're not a part of that brand at all.
Mm-hmm.
But that brand still exists
Yeah.
on their own. But the guys that kind of started the wrestling side of things for them
Yeah.
are all gone. Like I said, the creative origins of that and the people that were running the day-to-day stuff for that, they're all gone.
All right. Well, we talked about
It's a big deal for them. But
Chicago Global Wars.
Right.
Billy Corgan has a big plans for the NWA.
Make the NWA great again, essentially, is what he's trying to do.
Yeah. If anything, if they can actually get because the thing they have now is on demand. I think that's what they're mostly suffering with is they have these video libraries. He's got a few that he acquired from a friend of his, and you got to set them up in an easy way to watch them. I think if you started with an on demand with all the classic stuff, and of course booking awesome shows.
He says the highlights are. He says he's got a 20-year plan.
Yeah.
Like a 20-year plan.
Yeah, he's got long-term plans with them.
Yeah, and he wants to essentially make the NWA great again. It's got a long lineage. It's got a long history. He wants to let younger audiences find out about that, learn about it, and then launch a new spot to where they can compete with the likes of an ROH, TNA, New Japan.
It's going to take some time.
Oh, yeah. I'd give him 2 years before we start hearing, like, hey, you might want to go start seeing a new NWA show.
I hope they go kind of a route somewhat similar to, like, say, Wrestle Circus. Book big names, book interesting matches, and make it easy to see. Obviously, we're booking his own territory for him at this point, but I
think he's smart. He's one of those guys, though, that, like, you don't think he would be, the guy to run a wrestling promotion.
You didn't think he's the wrestling nerd enough, but he probably is
the guy to run a wrestling promotion because what he was doing with TNA for a while was actually quite good. Like, it was one of the better things that we saw for a while, right?
Yeah.
So he already has a working relationship with a lot of people because a lot of people have also left TNA since then. So it's not like he doesn't. He's even said that in how he books things. It's like, I want to take the guys that I can get to draw people in the door, and then focus on a lot of those early stuff, like you should, of these new talent because we've got plenty of it. So bring in the old guys to draw, and then kick their ass with a great show. So hopefully we good things on the horizon again for the NWA.
All right, you want to go into WD? All right. I got some WWE news. One last piece of news that it's WWE. So Matt Hardy's been on his own for a little while because Jeff got, I think it was a shoulder injury, right? They actually had
rotator cuff, I believe.
Rotator cuff.
Which
you know
is
what
like
that
8
means?
months.
Yeah, I got it right here. 6 to 9 he's expected.
Rotator cuff for a non-athlete is a year.
Oh boy.
Because everything, for those of you who don't know, like rotator cuff means it's pretty much all the muscles surrounding
your socket joint.
Your socket joint in the shoulder, and if you blow that, it's like the main connective everything.
Yeah, you can't move your arm.
You can't.
Yeah,
you can't. It's got to be stabilized, and then if you're a fat sack of shit and don't do anything, you're gonna have to now do some work to get your arm to do what you want.
Everything.
Anyway, so is that it?
That was really it for WWE news. Oh, and Sister Abigail is not going to be a female superstar.
Who said that? You said that?
Oh, there's a lot of rumors. A lot of people are. What I woke up to today, Mika Rotunda, one of the siblings of IRS, woke up today to she wrote a tweet. I woke up today over 150 messages, people asking me if I'm going to be Sister Abigail. Might be some trolling.
Fucking Mark.
Might be some real. Because everyone's very interested in doing what they should have done a long time ago, introduce a female character to the Wyatt family, but that's probably not going to happen.
It shouldn't. It doesn't make any sense.
Not now. No, not in a singles feud against Finn. That doesn't make sense.
It's silly because here's what's going to happen, guys. I guess we're going to jump in. I didn't want to jump into the Bray Wyatt stuff right away, but we'll do it because this is one of the more interesting things that I saw on Raw this week anyway. Is the Bray Wyatt looking like he's absolutely, completely out of his mind. More so than normal.
Weird? Yes. Go with the weird.
More so than normal. But and when he said they're all lies, and the promo that he cut was interesting because he did a full The Ring sort of face change thing underneath with the CG over it, which was kind of really fucking cool.
Yeah, it was creepy.
Creeped me the fuck out.
Me too.
But good.
Yeah,
because that elicits a reaction from me.
I can't turn away. I gotta see this.
I gotta stare into those eyes and be creeped the fuck out the whole time that he's gonna leap through the screen and eat my soul or something like that.
Yeah,
but I guess this is
as long as you don't see his win-loss record, he's gonna stay creepy.
That's my problem with this is because we have that track record. But what this does is it looks like we're just getting into that. Everything that we've been doing prior is you think that was my alter ego, but now this is the demon, and this is the demon of Bray sort of thing. There's Finn Balor and there's the demon, and the first time we saw the demon, we're like, oh shit,
yeah,
what the fuck? This is amazing, and it looks like at least when I first saw him, it's man, he's not the same guy that I just saw, and you could see it in his eyes.
Yeah,
at that point, and I feel like that's just what they're gonna do with Bray, where it's you have your demon? Well, guess what? Nobody's actually ever really seen mine. And it's just this alternate persona of Bray, which is
Sister
somehow
Abigail's
crazy.
live.
Right. And it's a fucking... It would be cool if it was an actual a lady person thing.
Lady person thing.
If it was...
PC Principal's getting to you, isn't he? It'd be cool if an actual woman... played that character, but it's not happening this time.
And it doesn't make sense to bring in a woman for a singles male feud.
Yeah.
Why would we be
It doesn't at all. If this was an intergender feud, then that would work, but that's not what we're doing.
Unless somebody gets brought in to interfere or something. But he's done stuff like that before, and it never really goes. The thing is, it never goes to completion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they never finish.
When Bray...
it's a terrible date. You never finish.
When Bray... interferes in that Hell in a Cell with Dean
years ago,
and with the ghost thing, never really finished.
How about more frequently, recently? Sorry, House of Horrors, WrestleMania with the projector on the ring with the worms and shit. He's got these superpowers. What we all know, what the force behind these superpowers are. It's the deceased Abigail, but rather. They're finally taking that step that should have been months ago.
Yeah, and then even then with that, with continuity, you got to go. Well, wait, didn't Randy burn that house?
Yeah,
didn't we kill that power source? But then he got it back. I don't know.
Well, it's just like Superman. Superman dies and he's somehow resurrected. Yeah. That's just the same thing with comics all the time. All the time.
Yeah. I'm not too worried about that part. But that was interesting.
Finally,
there's something. Finally, there's something to that feud a little bit more now. You know what I mean? But we'll see.
It took how many pay-per-views?
That's a grain of salt one for me, man. You know,
At least you're more interested now.
I'm way more interested.
Way more
now.
interested now.
Way more interested now.
TLC's coming soon.
Yeah, yeah. It's a much.
We're gonna have lots
needed,
for that in 2 weeks.
It's a much needed step up for that feud there. Other things on Raw, there was a 4-way tag with Bayley, Sasha, Emma, and Alicia, because that's who we were expecting to be Emma's partner that she cut a promo about. Like, I heard the music, I'm like, really? Alicia Fox?
Hey, they're hanging out. You didn't see they're hanging out before.
I did, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way on the planet that I would ever believe that adding Alicia Fox as my tag team partner would garner me a win.
Yeah, that's why she left her. You don't remember that part?
No, I do, but it was like...
Well, that didn't work out. That's how Emma cuts her losses. Well, that didn't work out. Bye.
Maybe this brings her to get Dana Brooke in the picture again.
Possibly.
Because you sucked as a partner, and then moved to Dana Brooke, and then realized Dana Brooke sucks as a partner, and then have them both turn on her.
Her and Dana were a pair.
I would like them to retcon that and go back. That'd
Exactly.
be good.
It worked before. It'll work again.
Hey, you know what?
What's that?
They all got on TV.
Yes, they did.
They all got on TV. They were in meaningful
Great
segments.
success.
The women, but let's keep it along with the
Ladies.
because we're keeping everybody involved, so we actually have that brand new, nice new feud, and we got Mickie. I just don't understand why Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax are friends.
Yes,
I
caught your immediate. What the hell is this? I thought they were not friends. Alexa's the master manipulator. You know. She could still woo Nia with something. What is this thing?
I don't know. It's another one of those continuity errors on Raw.
I think it's these kettle corn popcorn chips you're eating. They are
I can't
the
stop.
best. I will backstab somebody for these chips.
I gotta put it away, or else I just keep chomping on it. Dude, I have to make sure I don't try to eat 3 bags.
That's the hardest part.
They're great. If they're like those popcorner things, and they were 3 for $5. So I'm like, yeah. I mean, yeah, let's do that.
Steal.
Sign me up. I'm gonna try to not shovel them all in my face at once. I'm kind of losing that battle.
Struggling to get to the locks.
Oh, it's wonderful. No, we'll get there. Trust me, we'll get there. But the Mickie James Alexa Bliss feud is exactly what I've needed. It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the stuff, like the transitions from one piece to another, like in that backstage segment, was kind of like,
you gotta love the old lady knocks on the
but I mean,
fucking walker and depends. What the fuck?
Yeah, like the reveal, great. Like the getting to the reveal and all that other stuff in between is like, all right, I guess we're doing all this. But
pro wrestling going to be very pro wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. So I can't hate too much. But the star on Alexa Bliss's door, Nia Jax answering like a giant, like, "What do you want?
What do you want?
We're not finished with you either." No, wait, what? I want the Nia Jax Braun Strowman power couple. Just stomp everyone.
We're not finished with you yet.
But yeah, the Mickie James stuff I'm enjoying, man. It's exactly what I wanted. What I was saying for months. Other women work here.
Yeah.
They're finally getting on TV. They're finally listening. They're finally getting there. They took the downtime of the year to start giving them something. But Mickie James and Alexa Bliss is going to be awesome.
Dude, this is the time when you got. This is the time where you got to pack the show because you got to compete with football now and all this other shit. But you don't really have to. You don't have to worry too much. Just put on a great show.
The Giants are playing.
Put on a great show. As long as the Giants keep sucking this season like they are, they're gonna get our views.
Oh wow, that was a problem.
Yeah, dude, put that down.
The segment is great. We got excuse me. Involvement from everybody. We're getting what seems to be like legitimate heat. And if Mickie James is old and we're shitting on her for being old, I want to look as good as Mickie James.
Jesus Christ, yes.
Holy
yes,
power. I don't know how old she is. I think she's older than me.
She's not
only
by like 3 years maybe.
But either way, holy shit.
Absolutely.
God damn it, Mickie.
Hey Mickie, yeah. Hey Mickie,
yeah. Seriously, Elias. We already talked about him. He got
alluded earlier.
He got a W over O'Neal. So
Who?
good.
Who?
Titus
O'Neal.
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
So good for him. Again, him and Aiden English, best two book guys on anything. Aiden English was wonderful this week as well.
That and Kurt Hawkins, who unfortunately did not have a match because he is still
dead.
In the hospital. Still dead.
The one thing I'm still sort of quizzical on is why Seth has to fight Braun again now. Like, I don't understand. I mean, but this is the best part of Raw. It started with this. You can't do that because I'm hearing that through.
Keep it further away.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It starts with the match. Like, we get a match right off the bat. Boom.
Right off the bat. Yeah.
Before you knew it, an hour was gone. I'm like, this is how Raw should be every week. Why do I not like everything I was watching? I'm like, oh shit.
At that point, I don't need an explanation. At that point, I don't need an explanation besides Seth getting his licks. Yeah, besides Seth getting his licks in after Dean did.
I didn't understand. I kind of understood why Cesaro and Sheamus attack.
Yes,
because they're in a feud, so that's fine.
And it's a perfect opportunity.
We'll get to that
in
a minute. Strowman ends up with the W, as he should, because the only thing that's the problem with Braun Strowman is right now is that he's got nobody to fight.
Yes. So
that's pretty much essentially why we're getting this.
Samoa Joe is still out, I believe, on injury.
Probably, yes.
So it's going to be that title picture is going to be a little lonely. I'm what they do next for Brock, we'll have to see.
They're throwing Jason Jordan into a tag team now. Speaking of injuries to the obsolete one, Matt Hardy looks like he's got a new tag team partner in Jason Jordan, which, I guess.
Yeah.
But why are you bringing Jason Jordan over with such this big thing and trying to make him a singles guy to then just throw him right back in with the randomest of tag teams? Like, it's not there's no. If they went with broken Matt Hardy teaching a new disciple,
could go that way still. Like they like Matt took a loss, and we'll see what they do with that.
That's what I would like to see, but they're not going to do that. I don't think. If they do that, great, but I don't see it happening.
No, I don't see it.
It's going to be just this random thrown together.
It's not going to be like broken Matt Hardy. It may be something similar, but it's not going to be that way.
Something has to happen with Jason Jordan.
That too.
And I think this is the thing that I was worried about that I kind of kept to myself for a little bit is Jason Jordan was a singles guy for a bit, right? Nobody really cared. There was a reason nobody really cared because he didn't have somebody to bounce his charisma off of. He has some, but
he's definitely much better now.
Well, yeah, but he really came to shine when he was with somebody else. I don't know if he can get over on his own right now. The Kurt Angle thing is great and all, but they haven't been using it to their fullest extent.
No, well, I think that part of the story is on pause because it needs some meat. There's got to be something. This story sandwich needs some more meat. It's him either getting wins or getting losses, and then connecting to a reason why it's happening like this.
Right, or work the angle with Kurt Angle a little bit more.
Work the angle with Kurt Angle.
Yeah, exactly. I just I don't know. It's quickly gone stale. Like, that's what happened. I don't know how it happened, but no one gives a shit about Jason Jordan. Like, nobody really cares. And then throwing them in with Hardy, I don't know.
Well, I think that's television.
It was fun. Don't get me wrong.
That's television, dude. Like they things change and they go, well, let's do something different. That's also Raw being Raw at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna. Everything apparently takes time, and in the famous words of Gio, I will forgive anything if you give me a good story.
Yeah, but they haven't given us a good story though. That's my problem.
Oh, there's good stories in other parts, like Enzo Amore.
More importantly, speaking of sort of good story, you could argue at the end of this match whether you do have that or not. there was an Intercontinental Championship match this week between The Miz and Roman Reigns, which turned out to be pretty fucking great.
Yeah. Who thought it wasn't?
I knew it was going to be pretty good.
Just a cup of haters, that's all.
Turned out to be way better than expected. And everyone that I saw that normally hates both of these men were like, I really fucking like this right now. And I dare you to say otherwise. If you do, you're just hating to hate because this was a great fucking match. The only look, even coming out as the Shield with Bo and Baxel, it was great. I loved it, which is teasing more and more. All right, the Shield. All right, give me the Shield.
Come on,
all right, give me the Shield.
It's gonna happen.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I have no problem with that. I know there are plenty of people that don't want that, though.
Yeah.
But we go through the match. Great match. Reigns starts by immediately killing Baxel. The both of them. They're just dead. They
just immediately take them out. Hold on, ref. Let me do something real quick. God, stay down. Get out of here. Okay, I'm ready to go.
I've got something for you. No more for Axel.
Yep.
No more for Bo. They're gone. So we get a legit match. Reigns kicks out of a skull-crushing finale.
As he should.
Miz kicks out of a spear, which was awesome.
He didn't kick out of a spear.
Oh, Superman punch.
Yeah, okay, Superman punch he did. Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about?
You know how many people wrote that match off at that exact moment?
Oh, at the Superman punch? Too many cup of haters.
Everyone.
I did right.
I saw the punch. I'm like, that's it. There's the match.
It didn't get me. That's not the finish. This ooh-ah and the spear is a Roman Reigns finish.
But around that point is when some interference happened.
Yeah.
By who would you assume? All right, if Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas are gone, and there's going to be somebody that interferes with this match, who is it and why?
Dude, nobody else. the fact that it was the Bar, you immediately go, oh, they're tying it together because they're feuding with Seth and Dean.
Somebody to do the Seth and Dean thing to get the three of them together. But other than that, it makes no sense.
No,
there's no reason for them to attack.
Yeah, but
here's what they did. They did announce that the Bar is going to be on Miz TV.
Yeah.
So I will hold my gripes for this because as of right now, there's no reason for the Bar to be interfering with this match, teaming up with the Miz or anything, except for the fact to make the Shield come back together.
Spoiler: I'm going to tell you why. Is because the Bar is the Bar, and all they freaking hear about is the Shield, the Shield, the Shield. You know what? Bring it on. That's exactly what Sheamus is going to say come Monday. And can they keep booking Raw a week ahead? Because then I'm going to be way more interested in Raw.
Yes.
Every week when I go, just wait next week as a Miz TV segment that you're going to want to watch.
Right. And if they clarify what all they got to do is sensically, because you can you could say that they agree with the Miz where they have been treated like second class to these other guys. Fine, do something like the Miz paid for something but I mean before they jump into that to get involved, there's no reason for them to be there whether they hate Roman Reigns or not. But I need something. Yes. That's all. Because if they don't give me something, I'm going to be a little annoyed.
Guess what? All you got to do is wait a week.
Right, and that's fine. I hope.
That's all you got to do is wait a little bit.
And I'm telling you right now, I hope that's right.
Yeah.
I hope they actually do that. All right.
Because it's Raw.
Hot take.
Raw.
Guarantee. Are
9
we really
times
an
out of 10
hour
are
already?
safe.
Fuck.
Yes. No hard doubt.
Jesus.
Let's get to locks.
Yeah, we should do that. We just got through Raw. We did a lot of stuff.
Let's not talk about the faux pas they pulled on SmackDown this week.
Which one?
You all saw it. Where they promised fashion files last week, and this week they're like, we're pushing that to Sunday.
Yeah,
son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's right.
It is a 2-hour show. They had to cram a lot in, so I kind of understand it.
It's time for the World Heavyweight Podcast.
What?
Stone Cold Locks.
What? And that's the bottom line.
because Stone Cold sets out.
Stone Cold Box. Follow at PWHPC on Twitter. We'll do the poll again. We'll see if you can. The hive mind has been very good. The Twitter hive mind for polling. So follow at the WHPC on Twitter. Hashtag Stone Cold Box. We will do that about 2 hours before the pay-per-view starts. I will probably not be home, so you will have to do that.
I will be at work.
Sunday night?
Yeah. We'll get you that poll, guys.
We'll
anyway.
We'll get somebody to do it. We'll figure it out. We'll at the WHPC on Twitter. And so, Hell in a Cell is this weekend. Where is Hell in a Cell?
I don't freaking know.
Why not? Why don't you know? You have the Wikipedia right in front of you. It's right at the top of the page.
Oh yeah, it does.
That's why
I didn't think that mattered. It's going to be in Detroit Rock City.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not know? Look at the fucking thing.
I don't remember introducing Kings of Pro Wrestling. Oh yeah, it's going to be in Osaka or wherever your city it is. No, I was just like, hey, Kings of Pro Wrestling's coming up.
What matches do we have? How many matches we got?
There are 8 matches.
8 matches.
I'm sorry, 7, not counting pre-show.
7, not counting.
Because unless there's a pre-show is Chad and Shelton versus the inevitable split up of the Hype Bros.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, that's happening. That is happening Sunday.
Oh, is that really mine? Shit. I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, that is mine.
Gotta work out a few bugs with the new equipment. But
yeah, it's just because of the tops of the mics and whatnot. So, Sunday, October 8th, Hell in a Cell. We're in Detroit. Your main event match should we got like 2 main event matches.
It's probably gonna be Shane Kevin Owens because it's because they're gonna use the cell like what 3 times?
Twice.
1,
Twice.
2. Yeah, only they're gonna use it twice. So they're gonna probably pop us
all titles on the line. All of the titles.
Mm-hmm.
Tags, WWE Championship, the Women's, and the United States. A couple of grudge matches.
Yep.
And it should be a pretty good show. I'm not going to lie. The only reason Jinder's not headlining that show is because it's Jinder. They're making me not care about a Shinsuke Nakamura match in the one that he could win the title in.
Why is that?
Because we've got the same promo 4 weeks in a row.
Yes.
That's why.
That promo department was
Snoozerino.
Lame-o. It's not all going to be gold, but, you know.
That was bad. So, we're going to start off. We're going to do Happy Rusev Day again.
Yes. That was only once.
No, any day that there's a day where Rusev wins is a Happy Rusev Day.
Okay, there goes your walk.
Did I say this on the show about how I want a handsome Rusev calendar?
Yes.
I said it on this show.
No.
No, it was before the show.
This is before the show.
We were talking, myself and Lola were talking earlier because I was watching SmackDown, and I need a handsome Rusev calendar. I would buy it immediately. Make it exactly like the New York firefighters calendars that they do every year. All the same things, but every month, just a Rusev calendar right on the wall so I can keep track of how happy of a Rusev Day I'm having. It'd be great. If we start doing this to video, now that we've got a little home setup taken care of, you will see the Rusev calendar behind me at all times.
Yeah, but it's him posing like the NY.
I don't care.
FTNY firefighters.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay, you go with that.
Yes, exactly.
I like that idea, except it should be it should be handsome Rusev doing the most mundane things ever, folding laundry.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Buying ice cream, stuff like that. Stuff like that would be great. And he's just smiling. He's handsome Rusev.
I love it all. I can't wait for Christmas Rusev in December.
Yes.
Or he finds a holiday for every month.
He's
Halloween Rusev.
He's in Bulgaria handing out turkeys.
Sexy nurse Rusev for Halloween.
Okay. Anyway,
I love it. So we get the Bulgarian hometown hero versus Randy Orton in a. I hope we finally get a real match between the two of them. It'd be pretty
Yes.
cool.
This is not going to go. I think this is going to go more than 9 seconds.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Well, I don't know. I hope they get a real match.
Yeah, me too.
There's not really a whole lot that they've been doing with this. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, they have. They
they have been doing it. We did have Rusev Day. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. They have
Yeah.
been doing quite a bit.
They had Rusev Day. We had the mayor of his Bulgarian village in town, and he won the key to the city. My point is, it's Randy, it's Rusev, and it's Aiden English making up this.
Aiden English
making
is
up,
a fucking MVP.
right, right. He should be getting an award for best supporting actor in this feud. But I'm going to Rusev. This is the win he needs to get. He's been eating. He's been eating a bunch of losses lately.
Rusev really needs a W. That's what I was saying even during this. Like, Randy never needs a win anymore. Randy is like John Cena.
Well, you need to buff him with some wins, so when he gives up that W,
Like
man, it's
Jinder
so much
should have
better.
been doing for the last 2 weeks. Fight a nobody.
I don't know what's up with that.
Fight a nobody. You're going to attack Shinsuke and Dirty anyway. Just fucking attack a nobody.
Right?
Put Zack Ryder out there. I don't know. Somebody.
Zack Daddy's not a nobody.
But
What's
you
your
know
pick?
what- but you know what I
we're
mean.
sidetracking. What's your pick
well.
on that match?
I gotta go with Handsome Rusev. I can't be that over for the guy and not vote for him in the
Exactly.
picks.
Did you upload that
I
sound
did.
effect?
I don't have.
God
I don't
damn
have
it.
it. I gotta get that isolated. Locked.
Done. Done.
Locked.
Let's
See,
go.
I can do the voice because it's me.
Okay.
Locked.
Yeah. Let's go to what I think is going to open the show.
Yeah, go for it.
That's going to be the tag title match in Hell in a Cell.
I disagree. I think that's gonna be a Dolph Ziggler Bobby Roode match, right? All about
No.
the entrance.
No.
All right.
No.
fine.
Yeah. New Day are
New Day.
the 4-time tag team champions against the Usos and a Hell in a Cell match. What do you think, man?
It's gonna be really good.
Is this going to be the Usos Penitentiary, or is this going to be like New Day's Funhouse in a cell?
Be a bouncy castle.
that's what it should have been in. With barbed wire or
It's
something
not gonna
stupid.
work. Deflate rather quickly.
Exactly. Well, that didn't work, boys.
No. I look, the amount of matches that we were starting to get out of nowhere between these guys, this can only be great. My only thing is I don't know.
Out of nowhere, these are the top 2 tag teams
But
in
you know what I
arguably the
mean?
whole company.
But we didn't expect them to be as good as they were, I don't think.
Yeah. Okay,
I
I'll
mean,
go with that.
they were good, but we weren't expecting them to be that good.
Yeah.
I just don't know whether it says the New Day with Big E and Kofi with Xavier, whether that means
No,
Xavier gets locked outside.
According to Usos addressing the New Day last night,
They did say that.
it's going to be 2 men in, 1 man is going to be on the outside eating his bootios.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So there's that. It's going to be great. Who do you have? Who do you got?
That is a tough one.
Real tough.
I'm going to go with the New Day. They are going to retain.
We agree that this ends the feud. Like once this
Yes.
is over,
This should be it. This should
They
be
shouldn't fight. There shouldn't be any. That's the thing with Hell in a Cell, because with some of the fucking finishes with Hell in a Cell, there are some times
Yeah.
where you're going like, oh well, that should end a feud. Well, that ended weird.
Case in point, women's last year.
Yeah.
This time
no.
last year, yeah, Sasha and Charlotte
It should have ended. the feud.
yeah, it didn't end.
Yeah.
It didn't end until they had
'Cause that was
until like
their
1 or 2
first
matches
match or
anywhere.
something. Yeah, it should have ended it, but it didn't.
Nope.
Or they end weird with somehow they get interference. Like what's Hell in a Cell? The whole reason is so we don't get interference. But whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Usos and they finish it.
That is a good selection, sir, because let's remember the New Day made the challenge. Why are the champs challenging the non-champs
Yeah, you don't
in a
do
Hell in
that.
a Cell match? That makes 0 sense, but that, sir, is a good choice because Sasha did that last year to Charlotte, and guess who
I wasn't
won?
even thinking that. I was just
Yeah.
thinking of where I would want
Charlotte
it to
won.
go more. Yeah.
Mhm.
So locked. There we are.
Locked.
Well, what do you want to take in next? We got all title matches except we got
Rude
let's go
Ziggler.
Bobby Roode, Dolph Ziggler.
Okay, Bobby Roode, Dolph Ziggler.
The feud that we didn't know we were getting
We're getting.
until about 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And Dolph Ziggler's going to say all this stuff and lose again.
Quite possibly, yes.
He says all this stuff and loses, so I'm going to go with the track record. If he wins, I'll be shocked. Like, we're going to be really surprised if Dolph Ziggler actually wins for once.
So we're both picking Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode's its first pay-per-view. It's going to be
it's going to be glorious. Let's just say
everything is building for Dolph Ziggler to take another L because
he's got to get his entrance down right before he can get that W. I think that's where we're going to go with it.
I don't know. Yeah, lock it in. I'm Dolph Ziggler on that one.
I'm Dolph Ziggler on that one?
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, you know who I said.
I think that means if I'm Dolph Ziggler on something, that means whatever. I think that's what that means. He's just gonna Dolph Ziggler. It's just like,
whatever.
Whatever.
It's so bad because he was. God damn it.
Well,
moving on.
We'll move on. We'll see what happens with that.
Your United States Championship is on the line with your champion AJ Styles finally getting that clean rematch, we hope, with Baron Corbin.
Fingers crossed.
The only thing that I could see happening here, besides just the match in general, is that this could be one of those things that turns into a triple threat day off.
With the perfect one?
Yeah, the perfect 10.
The perfect 10. He is perfect.
If they were to make a tag team, they would be the perfect one.
Yes, I see what you did there. I think that's going to be probably the next show.
Maybe.
Or a SmackDown Live coming up. That would be an awesome SmackDown Live match.
Yeah.
But as far as picks goes, it's going to be the
AJ's got to win, right?
Yeah, I feel like AJ's going to win, and Corbin's just going to keep proving him that he is the. Is he though? Is he gonna keep proving that he's the shortcut? Maybe
he could cheat to win.
He could
cheat to win.
He could be Mr. Shortcut. I'm gonna change my lock. He could be Mr. Shortcut and lock that in.
I feel like look. Here's what
Screw
I want.
you, AJ. My shortcut got me a title finally.
Here's what I would like. I would like them to turn either this or the IC title.
I'm going to put it in my briefcase. Oh, never mind.
I would like them to turn this into like a TV title where somebody, after maybe AJ goes a couple of weeks or a month or so with the U.S. Open Championship Challenge thing, that it becomes the stipulation that you have to defend that every week.
That would be awesome.
Like, you need, like, in order to hold the U.S. title, if we're doing a pay-per-view, you're defending it. If we have a SmackDown Live episode, guess what? You're defending.
You're on the card.
Title. Exactly.
Yeah.
And you put it on at, like, either the main event that night or, like, the mid-event that night, something.
Yeah, but instead we haven't seen AJ wrestle in a couple weeks, and the word is because they're saving him for dark matches.
And I don't
after 205 Live,
whatever.
So the crowd doesn't leave. It's perfect. Anyway, what's your pick?
That's looking too far into it. I'm just saying, I would like to see that, and I think the only way that happens is if AJ Styles actually keeps the title, because Baron probably could use the title a little bit more, but I think you're going to have a riot on your hands if he gets the title. The only way Baron Corbin wins the title if he cheats to win.
Peck, you're right, Gear. It is Detroit.
Next, your women's championship on the line. The champion, the crazy cat lady Natalya, Natty Cat. I almost need to get one of those shirts. They're $15 right now today.
Oh, Jesus. I might have to make it too.
Versus Charlotte Flair. Not too much of a story here, other than Charlotte won the title chance.
Too much of a story. It's the Flairs versus the Hearts.
But
that's the story they're going on.
Again. But, I mean, there's not really that... Like, the story isn't well developed is what I mean.
Like,
what they're doing is
it's
just
quick.
It happened a couple of weeks ago. She won the chance to get the title shot. Stop bringing that around all the time. You're killing me. Sorry.
Spit it out.
So it's not really. It's not a very well developed story. It just happened a couple of weeks ago. We finally got a number one contender to Natalya. Do you think Charlotte Flair wins?
No.
All right. Yeah, I don't think so. Either.
Let me go right in there. Nah. I mean. She's only had the title for. I think they're gonna milk this feud for a while. This is a big money feud because it's been very successful. It was successful in NXT when they crowned Charlotte the NXT Women's Champion. It's gonna be successful again, and because they're gonna keep this feud going.
Yeah. I have a
Will
feeling-
Charlotte be women's champion? Yes. Will she be women's champion Sunday? No.
Yeah. I think something weird happens and Charlotte just loses.
Carmella
by
is
somehow.
still in the loop.
Yeah. That's
So,
the thing. Now,
that could be exactly the reason why.
For a bonus point, does Carmella cash in?
No.
It's pretty much a 50-50 on this one.
It's going to keep coming down to that. I'm going to say
It's essentially a 50-50 guess because whatever you're going to take, I'm going to take immediately taking the opposite. I'm just going to because it's a 50-50 shot.
No. I'm going to say no.
Then I'll say yes
I'm gonna
because
say
it's one of those. If
we should just flip the coin.
we should just flip a coin, but I mean,
but it's done already.
But
You
I
gave
mean,
it
I
to
can
me.
see a whole lot of things happening at the end of this match where they just beat the shit out of each other. They've been trying to lock in each other's submissions. They're both beat up, and whoever wins might be a bit tired. So I'll be comfortable saying yeah. If it happens, it happens. If not, if I lose, if that's what I lose, we'll use it as like a tiebreaker. The only way that's going to come into play if we're tied.
Okay.
Because I don't want to lose by one because I fucking said she should have cashed in.
As of right now, that would be that we could hit a tie. Yeah, that is possible. So I'm going to put you in as
I need
what's your
shit,
lock?
I don't
What's
know.
your lock, man? Lock it up, man. Keep it tight.
You took Natalia?
I took Natty.
I'll take Charlotte.
Okay.
Because I could see this going either way.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those where we just don't. I mean, which is good. I'd rather like.
We've
not
only
know,
agreed
but
on
it's
two
just, like,
matches.
has no.
We've
yeah,
only agreed
I
on two
kind of
matches
almost
so far.
intentionally did
That's
that.
okay. It's okay. You don't have to.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, there's been some of them because they could legitimately go either way. So
Yeah.
I'll take the opposite.
Locking
just
this
to be
in?
Sure. Yeah, locking it in. We're locked in. And your final two big matches of the evening. We will start with what we are going to presume to be the lower in the match card. Jinder Mahal is your
they
WWE
kind of have to lower
champion.
this giant thing. So
Yeah. And-
so I think
and after this week, Shane versus Kevin Owens became way bigger.
oh, absolutely.
Way bigger. Absolutely. So you got Jinder Mahal and the Singh brothers versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This feud has just lost all the steam in the world.
You hate it.
I kind of do.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see Shinsuke win, but like he's got to win now.
Yeah. Oh, if
We'll
he
get
did
one
that
more.
would be pretty.
We'll get
absolutely
one
brutal.
more match between the two of them, just for that championship rematch. I don't know.
then
Shinsuke
you-
could lose again very
And then
easily.
you think Jinder rides off into the sunset?
I don't know, dude. I think they're going whole hog with this Jinder thing. I don't think Shinsuke is going to win. I have this sneaking feeling I'm preparing for Shinsuke to not win at all.
That's fair.
I don't trust them to just go with
Yeah.
because then what happens to Shinsuke after this? Like they've done a relatively mediocre job in portraying his character. Like we know he's weird. We know he does like. Cause I'm trying to think of it's from another fan. It's like, what's this weird dancing guy? Like they don't. There's nothing for me to explain that to somebody.
He's a violence artist. Well, you'll. I agree. Like I want to see more matches. Like if Jinder is not stomping rookies, then Shinsuke should be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have a knee, sir. Have another knee.
Yeah.
Have you had your knee today yet?
Exactly.
Here's some. Bam.
Right. Neither one of these guys have been in any kind of action lately.
Yes. It's kind of stupid.
Neither one of them.
I don't like it.
It's killing me. We got the same. That's the part that got me. Is like, look, just put him on TV. Give him a job match. Something.
Right.
I don't need the same 3 fucking promos every single week. Like you're driving me crazy. 3 weeks of the same thing.
He's getting all indigenous up in here.
God damn it, Randy.
Hey, no questions asked. Give me a pick, man.
What did you take? What are you taking?
I'm going Shinsuke because I can't do any more of those promos. And for God's
I
sakes,
have to go.
will
I'm going
put
with
my
my
eyes out.
heart because I need Shinsuke to win.
Yes.
It's not that I'm predicting him to win. I need him to
Yes.
win.
If Sunday ends and Shinsuke
Put
is
this to
not
bed.
is not WWE champion, like I'm
You can say world champion.
I'm going to lose stock in SmackDown Live. Their stock's going down if that happens.
Yeah,
Like, come
because
on.
then what happens?
Come
Because what happens with Jinder
on.
after this? Then I mean, Shinsuke could ask for another match and then say these guys are banned from ringside. But I didn't need 2 matches for you to tell me that.
Well, he could win a multi-man. He could re-qualify himself. But I don't need to go through that.
Just
He
give
needs
him
his
the fucking-
goddamn gold, and he needs to knee people in the face.
He's way better than Jinder Mahal. Like, he's way better than
He is the star
Like, even if you're
of this feud. He is the big star.
and that might be the
Treat
nerd
him
in me,
like a
because I'm
goddamn
trying
big
to think.
star.
I'm trying to think of, and this is the problem that you have. You think of this as a fan that just wants things in story wise, but then you try and go, well, let me see and think of it from their side and go by what they've been telling us as a story. But I can't do that because they don't do that on a regular enough basis for me to justify that as a reason for them to do it. Because look at the Shield thing. They're doing it just to get to an ends and not justifying the means to that end.
Yes.
And
Are you frustrated yet?
Yes.
Are you frustrated?
Yes.
How about this? How about the GFW titles being booked better right now than a WWE title is? Yeah, it's a fact of life. See what I did right there? What's your lock?
I said Shinsuke.
Okay, good.
Shinsuke.
Shinsuke.
Finally.
Moving on.
Finally.
The crowned, the crown piece.
We're gonna see if Shane gets thrown off off another building again.
I bet you there's odds that he's falling off of something.
Shane O'Mac versus Kevin Owens, the feud that we didn't know we wanted a few months ago, and everybody was saying, that heard it, and you heard all the bitching.
Yeah,
there was a lot of salty
Lots
people
of bitching
out there saying that, like, oh, we're gonna get Kevin Owens and Shane.
Well, why can't these people just go a few months back in their tweets and realize, oh my God, that Shane AJ match was the shit? Yeah. It's gonna be.
Yeah, and it's gonna be in Hell in a Cell.
Yeah,
Kevin's gonna kill Shane. He's gonna kill him.
Yeah,
he's gonna kill him.
I can't disagree with you there.
This is gonna be a great match. Shane's going to take the beating of a lifetime, I hope.
McMahon will be beat senseless, and he's going to want to be commissioner of SmackDown Live. Oh, my God.
Reign of
If
Terror.
that happens.
Reign of Terror.
If that happens.
It's going to be the greatest.
Oh, it's going to be great. The only person who could stand up to him.
Sami Zayn.
Yeah. Oh, my God. It writes itself. It writes itself.
I've heard of the fears of a Sami Zayn heel turn.
That would be out of nowhere. That would
Not
be...
necessarily.
But, I mean, well, as long as Kevin Owens is running the show, Sami Zayn heel turn doesn't make any sense.
Well, that may not happen. Shane could win.
Yeah, he could.
But who has kind of been disrespecting Sammy a little bit the last couple of weeks? Shane.
How so?
Sammy asks Daniel, hey, could you do me a favor? Can you not let Shane get involved here? I need to take care of this myself.
Yeah.
What happens?
Shane got involved.
Shane totally got involved.
Yes.
Then
he's the boss.
Right.
There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do about that.
But all right, fine. Stop moving around.
Sorry.
So he's already got that kind of in his head. It's like, you know what? I kind of really didn't want. Then he tries to talk to him about man to man about it, and he offers him the suggestion about
Advice.
Kevin Owens and stuff like that backstage, and Shane doesn't give a fuck.
He's trying to warn him.
Right. And you kind of got the sense that Sammy's like, fuck, man, I'm trying to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be a dick to me. And he kind of looked like a little salty after it. So what if Sammy gets involved? Something happens, and Sammy decides to, like, say, fuck you, Shane. I don't know. I'm just saying. Like,
I think
that's where you could see it.
I think that could go that way, but that would definitely be the Tuesday after.
Maybe.
That could definitely have. I don't see that happening the night of, but possibly the Tuesday after.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe the only force that will stop Kevin's madness is the Sami Zayn, the best man to his wedding.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to see the real Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for real. It's better if there's a title on the line, but I can deal with it. You build me to that. Yeah, that's fine. Take me there. I'm good to go.
Yes.
Like, it's just a matter of, like, does Kevin Owens lose somehow? It's false count anywhere. So you even said it. That means wonky finish.
Yeah, I did. That was my gut reaction, was when you declare false count anywhere in a Hell in a Cell match, like it's kind of, there's already no rules, and you're adding another
the only rule in Hell in a Cell is you got to do the pin in the ring.
Yeah.
That's the only rule in that match.
Pin or submit in the ring. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Pin or submission in the ring.
So we're going to do this Well, they're going to do this everywhere because I think the reason behind that was because
They'll probably
Shane was
crash
constantly
through the cage,
chasing, Kevin Owens. That's why he added it. But yeah, they're doing something crazy.
Something's opening up.
Something's going to be banana. When you say Falls Count Anywhere, that means some shit's going to happen.
Oh yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Watch this show, folks. Watch that main event because it's probably going to be the main event. And dare I say, maybe when you had that, maybe Shane goes away for a little while.
Somebody's got to go away for
Someone's
a little
going
bit.
away for a little while. I think it might be Shane.
Yeah, and that's where you could have Kevin Owens going, look,
I should be the GM now.
I won. You can't touch me. Get the fuck out of here. Did I pick it all? No.
No.
I need Kevin Owens to win. I want Shane to go away for a while.
Me too.
I think I'm just going to go with my heart instead of my head on that one. Shane could very well win with outside interference if we're getting, like you said, wonky finish.
So you're going with Kevin Owens?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Excellent.
I just need him to win.
Locked.
I mean, it could really go.
This would be the biggest win he's had on SmackDown Live so far.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
And he beat John Cena.
He did.
All right, we're way over time. Follow at the WHPC on Twitter there. Hashtag Stone Cold Locks. We'll do that about, I'd say, 6 o'clock Eastern time before the show.
We'll see.
We'll try and get those polls out there. Anything else? I think that's it. That sounds like a pretty good show.
We got through everything.
For the first home edition, or the first real new equipment home studio version.
This is the new
of the
era.
board game.
This is the new era.
It's the new era World Heavyweight Podcast. You heard it at the WHPC
Play us out,
on
Jimmy.
Twitter, Facebook.com/World Heavyweight Podcast, World Heavyweight Podcast.podbean.com. Tell all your friends, like, share, comment, subscribe. I've been Howard Farrell. That over there is the Josh Rivera.
Don't get eliminated.
Stadler?
Yeah, what?
Is that it?
Yes, it's over. How'd you like it?
I don't know. I slept through the whole thing.